The present pandemic. The COVID-19 pandemic has led to a dramatic loss of human life worldwide and presents an unprecedented challenge to public health, food systems, and the world of work. The coronavirus has affected day-to-day life and slowing down the global economy. This pandemic has affected thousands of people who are either sick or are being killed due to the spread of this disease. The pandemic devastating effects tens of millions of people are at risk of falling into extremely poverty. We all have been affected by the current situations, and all of us are suffered by this pandemic. How COVID-19 transmitted? COVID-19 transmit when people breathe in air contaminated by droplets and small airborne particles containing the virus. The risk of breathing this in is highest when people are in close proximity, but they can be inhaled over longer distances, particularly indoors. Transmission can also occur if splashed or sprayed with contaminated fluids in the eyes, nose or mouth, and rarely via contaminated surfaces. When people are in close contact with one another, droplets that in the mouth or noses of people who are nearby or possibly be inhaled into their lungs. Coronavirus disease 2019 is a serious disease mainly of respiratory system, affecting many people around the globe. It can cause mild to severe illness and even death. The symptoms of COVID-19. COVID-19 affects different people in different ways. Most infected people will develop mild to moderate illness and recover without hospitalization. The most common symptoms of COVID-19 are fever, cough, tiredness, and lastly, loss of taste or smell. The less common symptoms of COVID-19 are sore throat, headache, aches and pain, diarrhea, a rash on skin, or discoloration of fingers or toes, and red or irritated eyes. In the serious symptoms of COVID-19, when the person's difficulty breathing or shortness of breath, loss of speech or mobility or confusion, and chest pain. COVID-19 prevention. Last 2021, me and my whole family were exposed of coronavirus, as well as 3 of my family members were infected and the COVID-19 positive. To be isolated is not easy. That's why I made this video to share awareness to prevent coronavirus and how to save ourselves as well as others of COVID-19. To avoid COVID-19, the first thing that we need to do is to get a COVID-19 vaccine. Being vaccinated helps protect you from getting and spreading COVID-19. Being vaccinated can also help to protect you from serious illness if you do get the virus. But right along with avoid vaccination, here are the steps you can also take to both avoid getting infected and help prevent spreading the virus. First, wear a face mask in a public indoor spaces. Maintain at least 6 feet of distance between yourself and others. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Minimize touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Cover your cough or sneeze with a tissue, then throw the tissue in the trash. Clean your hands frequently with alcohol-based hand rub or soap and water. If you develop symptoms or test positive for COVID-19, self-isolate until you recover. You should be aware and conscious by following the health protocols of the Department of Health. Now, it is the time for a global solidarity and assistance, particularly for the most vulnerable members of our society. Only by working together, we can overcome this pandemic. Take action and help fight COVID-19. I am Jamal M. Ciballos, BSEd 1 Science. Thank you very much.